We reveal all about the NX, a quiz happens, and Die Hard gets a prequel and sequel. We are Out of Lives. Hello and welcome to the Out of Lives podcast. Not Bollocks Dave, as someone likes to call it. No, we are Out of Lives, and I am Scott Sedman, your host with the most, joined today by Kevin Tarn.
What up?
Dave Wyatt.
Hello. As he yawns.
And Ross Miller.
Hello.
Hello. Very seductive.
Hello. Oh.
As always, we like to start the show with talking about what we've been watching stroke playing, so we'll start with you, Mr. Dave Wyatt.
I've been watching the new series of Walking Dead. Well, watching one episode of the new series of Walking Dead. The second one's on tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm doing this instead of watching The Walking Dead. That's dedication.
That's,
right there.
That is
Oh, it's
dedication.
okay. You could just download it and then have watched it like I did. I mean, what? No, not piracy. What?
No, I've got it on Now TV, and it if you can get it legally, you may as well, innit? Not that
In it, mate. That was so British. If you can get it, in it. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to watch it on Now TV than it is to piss about with.
It is.
Did I ever tell you about the time I got in trouble with torrents?
No,
Yeah, I got like a 10 grand fine.
no, you didn't.
No,
I
you
did-
didn't, you lie.
I didn't.
No.
I didn't have to pay it, but I did like get threatened with court action and all sorts. But
Did
it was
you?
a hotel that I was website.
Oh wow.
It was the hotel's internet that I was using that threatened to take me to court. It was a bloody nightmare. So yeah, now I'm
So, where to
reformed.
advise kids, don't use hotels to download illegal stuff.
Yeah. Just use
I'm
the
reformed now. I'm no longer an ex-convict. So
Right. But speaking of The Walking Dead, what did you think of the first episode?
I really liked it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I didn't think it was great, but I didn't think it was terrible. I just thought it was okay. I didn't like the flashing back and forward to a really simple plot. I'm sorry. You could have explained that in an opening sequence.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And showing it in black and white as well. It was like
That was cool.
yeah, but did we? It was like we'll put it in black and white so that the simple people can pay attention to which bits the flashback and which bits the modern day.
I saw
is-
it more as a homage to the comics.
Well, yeah, you could say that, but I think, well, I guess, yeah, all right, then, fine.
But
I'm okay with that.
it's for stupid people. You've already said it. Well done, well done. You've now segregated an audience.
Sorry.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
I thought the storyline was great. And I've also been watching Heroes Reborn.
So have I.
If that's what you've been watching, I'll leave it.
No. I don't know. That show really disappoints me, but it also really excites me. I don't know. It's a weird show.
No, I'm with you 100% on that. Because the original Heroes series I loved up until about season 3.
I'm with you on that.
And I was really hoping this would sort of bring it back to how it was good in the first place. And it has some good ideas. It's just quite poorly executed, to be
And
honest.
some of the effects look really, really bad.
And the acting on a lot of the younger stars is just...
Although,
Awful.
it's slightly a spoiler, but the stuff they did with Molly Walker, so good. I was
Yeah.
loving that.
That's what I mean. The ideas are great.
Yeah. But, it's what we were expecting, really. I don't know. I think we're expecting too much of it to be like the original.
No, I was expecting it to be a bit darker, to be a bit sort of like, So yeah, that's what I've been watching.
Awesome. And what have you been playing?
I actually treated myself to a Nintendo 3DS.
Oh. What did
Yeah.
you buy with it?
Well, I got like a £25 eShop card for it, and then I ended up spending a bit more on it. But I got Link's Awakening for the Game Boy, which is just an amazing game.
Yeah.
So I bought a nice brand new system and played a really old game on it.
That's what we do.
Yeah, but it was possibly I think it's the first game I ever owned that was mine. That wasn't handed down from my brother. It was something I owned and completed. So the nostalgia was a bit through the roof, but quality game. Probably the best Zelda game, if I'm honest.
Never played a Zelda game. Don't hate me.
I don't.
I do hate you. But that's not because you haven't played Zelda.
You just hate me generally.
So, what have you been watching playing, Kev?
Playing, surprise, surprise, playing Destiny still.
Right, Kev's just been cut off this podcast right now. Like, come on, play something original, man.
I did actually this week play a Wii U for the first time. I went round a mate's house and he's got a Wii U, and I tried out, what's the Mario game on it? Is it Super Mario World?
The new one, the
Sunshine
Maker.
World? No, not Maker. It was the 3D one that came out on Wii U. Probably wasn't recent, but...
My fingers still smell.
Yeah, anyway, I played that. Brought back some memories from old Mario on the Game Boy that I used to play.
So, wait a minute, is this 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I'm sure we've already had this conversation about Mario and 3DSs.
Oh, yeah. If you like Mario, go back 2 weeks and listen to our pod. It's
Yeah.
full of Mario shit.
I think it's 3 weeks ago, actually. I've been on this for 2 weeks now.
Yeah, I think it is 3 weeks. But
Yeah.
to be fair, it was the Mario podcast that convinced me to buy a 3DS to play the old Mario games.
Ah.
So we made
So
you go out
thank
and
you.
spend time
You
with
hurt
much
my
money.
wallet. Yes. You did.
We aim to please Nintendo, send us a check.
Actually, I used what was my Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition pre-order to pay for a lot of it.
Why did you cancel that?
Because the cunts, and that's the only way I can describe it, at game had put me down for a PlayStation 4 version.
You're
And
not,
when
you're
I-
not the only person that happened to.
I was so annoyed. I went in, I was ranting in the store. And I thought, if I can't get the version I want, then shove it up your ass.
And did they give you your money back?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not good enough.
no, it's not. It's really unacceptable.
But at
A
first
big,
when I
a
went in
big
there-
company like that should not allow for those mistakes.
But I went in there and I said, oh, you've made a mistake. Because I noticed it on my phone app. I said, you've made a mistake, whatnot. And they says, oh, well, we can't give refunds on a pre-order, but you can have a £40 in-store credit.
That's ridiculous.
So, yeah, so I emailed game, and then they told the game that they had to give me my money back. But still, it's left a bad taste in my mouth.
Well, I mean, it's game, isn't it?
Hmm.
Does anyone actually enjoy going in there?
Not anymore.
I do.
Does anyone actually enjoy spending money? Does anyone English enjoy spending money in there?
The worst part is, the insult is that when I went in there to get the money back, he says, oh, why on earth would you cancel my Pip-Boy? And it was the guy that sold me it in the first place. I
Oh,
was like, could
that's-
you fuck it up, you prick? I'm not bitter, though, as you can
Game
tell.
had a bit of a mess up for me recently as well, but it was a positive way.
Yeah, can we not talk about that because it makes me depressed?
Oh, okay, so anyway, I'm going to talk about it. So I went in, bought a digital code of Halo, and they gave me the deluxe version instead of just the standard version.
Yeah, well, fuck you, Ross.
Come on, game, get your act together.
Why do you get all the good things in life, Ross?
And
Why?
I get shat on.
No, well, you do have a baby, so...
I do get shat on.
There are some things in life a student does not want to see. Dave's baby shit is definitely one of those things.
Ross started
I
it.
woke up to that image.
It was not nice. It was not nice.
I woke up to that nappy. How do you think I feel?
You're a father now, Dave. That's your job.
You signed that contract when you put your winky inside.
Let's not go there again.
We already discussed that. It was controversial. We'll never talk about it again.
Anyway.
Anyway, that's what I've been watching. Went completely off topic. I watched a movie called Sunshine. I don't know if any of you have seen it.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
The one that's in space and it's about the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny Boyle film.
Good.
I heard someone speaking about it, and I'd never seen it before, so I thought I'd give it a go. And it's a brilliant movie. Great first two acts. The third act falls apart a bit.
Yeah, but then
the,
you have that really good score in it, Adiga and D Manor or whatever it is, and it's like,
Yeah,
such
it's
a
got
good
amazing
score.
But yeah, like I say, the first two acts were good. Third act fell apart. But overall, I really enjoyed it. It's a really good space film and great visuals. And I found out, how much was it? Was it 20 million it was made for?
Was it?
20
Wow.
million. Yeah, I think it was 20 million. I looked it up and it's, what, compared to films nowadays, which are made like 150 million. It's ridiculous.
I'm really surprised at that. I thought that was a much bigger budget, to be honest with you.
I feel I have to double check my facts now to come back to me. But yeah, that's what I've been watching and playing.
And moving on to you, Ross, what have you been watching and straight playing that you aren't NDA'd for? Wink.
Watching, I have. Well, it's getting to the point of the year when it's all the new shows, isn't it? Or shows coming back. So
That's
two
true.
first episodes to talk about. First of all, it was Fargo last weekend.
Oh.
Is
right.
season 2 back? Wow.
Sorry, I thought that started tonight.
I downloaded the American version. Sorry, last week.
Wow,
so
we're
No
a bunch of
spoilers.
pirates on
No
this show.
spoilers.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You are a pirate.
Not me. I'm legit. Remember?
Yeah, you're legit.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, you.
But yeah, and it's really good. So it's got a big cast. It's just set. Although it got a 9.3 in IMDb, and it was not a 9.3. Don't know why people give it those ratings for like a first episode.
I think it's
just using
basically the
characters.
namesake, isn't it? At this
Yeah.
point, like fandom and namesake. It's like a lot of Flash and Shield and Arrow get high ratings when some of them really aren't worth the rating they get. Like some people are really generous with that first episode of The Flash season 2. Luke's gonna kill me for that because he really liked it, but it was not great.
Well, it's a great TV show. I love Fargo. I love that universe. I love the writing of it. I'm hoping it progresses very well because they've set the tone well. They've set it. They've set up the story, and it's just got some of the biggest cast you've ever seen in your life. Absolutely huge.
Can't wait.
Yeah. The other one is The Leftovers.
Season
Season 2.
Of course. And
I
this
didn't
is
know that was back either.
Yeah.
this is completely uncharted territory now, though, isn't it? Because the first season ended where the book ended.
Yes. So
And-
this is now them. They've moved to a new town. I don't really think that's a spoiler. So it's the original family in a new town, if that makes sense. So no one disappeared from this town. So that's it.
Oh.
Basically, they've decided that they're going to move there. So yeah. Although if you watch anything this year, even if you've never watched The Leftovers, watch the first 10 minutes of season 2, episode 1 of The Leftovers, and have your mind as fucked up as what mine is now.
Does something bad happen, or
Yeah, and it's pretty messed up. Yeah, basically it starts off with a cave woman, and that's all I'm going to say. And it's a cave woman journey. Let's just say for the first sort of opening 10 minutes of it, I have got absolutely no idea why they done it.
does she get raped by a tree?
I thought the first series was a bit very strange TV.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy the first season. I'm not going to lie. I watched the first couple of episodes and I just didn't think it was for me.
Oh, well,
My girlfriend was into it a lot more than I was, if I'm honest.
it was up there for me last year. Like, really up there, thinking it was so different. And once they got over them trying to be controversial, what I felt as if they were just trying to push boundaries at the beginning, and once they got over that and concentrated more on the story, I thought it was good, a lot better than what it was at the beginning. And I feel as if season 2, they've sort of started how they started season 1, they're just trying to be controversial.
The best episode of the last series was the Christopher Eccleston one.
It was fantastic, absolutely
That was
fantastic. He's
amazing.
back
I
in
don't
this
think-
season as well, actually. He's in this season.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem with it, is that episode was so great, and then I just was disappointed by every episode after.
See, that was a turning point for me. I thought it was after that episode when it became really good. You know, that way, that was when the story sort of began as such. But Christopher Eccleston's character in that is phenomenal. So,
He is a really good actor in that show.
Amazing.
yeah.
Like you watch him in that, and then you watch him in For the Dark World, and you're just like, well, you can clearly see where he gives a shit and where he doesn't give a shit. Like when he's
Yeah.
acting, like it's a very stark contrast to each other.
And what I've been playing?
Just
Oh, what are you going to say, Kev? Sorry.
sorry, just FYI that it was 26 million that budget on that film, Sunshine.
Not bad.
Danny Boyle, wasn't it?
Yeah, Danny Boyle. Craziness that you could pull off a film like that for that budget.
Yeah, but then again, he pulled off 28 Days Later.
More on that later.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good segue. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it was an Alex Garland.
Oops.
He wrote it, didn't he? But you're saying he wrote 28 Days Later and Dread and X-Men.
Alex
Oh,
Garland.
Yeah.
Alex Garland is one of the best writers in Hollywood,
Yeah.
and fuck you if you disagree, because go and see Ex Machina. Boom, mic drop.
Yeah. But anyway,
He's also a great director.
playing. I've just finished Minecraft Story Mode Episode 1.
Any good?
I enjoyed it. I got it more for my kid than I did me, but
Worth
we
the
sat
price,
down and
though?
played it. What, sorry?
Was it worth the price?
What, a $5? Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Well, hasn't it got a rating of
12, wasn't it? Was it 12?
Excessive, swearing or something or other. That
What?
sort of defeats the point of a Minecraft story for kids.
That's just ridiculous. I never heard anything that was bad in it.
Alright. But then again, you are Scottish, so, you know.
Yeah, yeah. They dropped the C-bomb twice.
What?
Kill that fucking creeper!
Patton Oswalt just starts dropping F-bombs everywhere. It's like, this is perfectly acceptable for Eben.
But no, it's good. It was enjoyable. It was longer than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like an hour. It wasn't. It was a 2, maybe 3. But yeah.
Well, that's normally the length of Telltale episodes, about
Yeah.
2 hours.
But I don't know why. I just thought because it was Minecraft, it was going to be shorter. But it
And
was good.
it's genuine to entertaining. Then,
Yeah,
like,
it was a story. I feel as if I want to play part 2 to see how the story progresses, which is strange. But I suppose
I
that's
watched the
Telltale,
first 10
so-
minutes. It
Yeah.
didn't really catch me.
Nah,
I mean, I think it's a different experience when you're watching play Telltale games.
well, you just
I've
watch
enjoyed all
Telltale
their other
games.
games, just watching them.
What was that, Ross?
It's not that much interaction, really, is it?
No, but I feel like if someone else is making the choices, you don't have the same impact as if you were making that. We'll go back to
I
walking.
enjoy it more.
That's what I mean. It's a voyeuristic experience that you have, and I think it's there for the player. But the player gets to interact and like. So, say in the end of spoilers for the end of season 1, Walking Dead. If you haven't played it by now, it's your own fault. Like you either is it the end of season 1? No, it's in the end of episode 5 where you either cut off your hand or you leave it on. Like, so you watching that and someone making that decision for you. Surely, if you were in that situation and you made that decision, it'd have more of an impact, which is what I felt like.
I enjoy watching how somebody reacts to it and how they make their choice.
Yeah. True, but see what you're just talking about. That like it's Games with Gold this month, so there's probably a lot of people playing it that haven't haven't bothered about it before.
Spoilers.
There was spoiler warned, and let's face it, it's everyone knows that kind of thing happens in a zombie film.
Yeah,
Sure,
we've all
okay.
seen World War Z.
Yeah.
He's got to chop his hand off, otherwise how's he going to get the chainsaw on?
Thank
For
you.
episode 6.
That's what I'm going as for Halloween. Ash
I
Campbell.
think I'm going to say like someone's christening or something. I didn't realise it was going to be Halloween.
I'm going to go as the tree.
Oh, God,
Dave,
no.
I knew that was coming next.
And if you don't understand that reference, watch it next week. Watch last week's episode.
Yeah. Oh, someone else just talked in this room. Right. So
Was it a tree?
I've also just started Metal Gear Solid.
And how are you finding it?
What a lot of tosh.
Thank you.
I won't disagree
I'm
with you.
so
after the ending.
glad I got Mad Max instead of that at the beginning.
Well, that's a funny thing because I've just got Mad Max and I still haven't played.
But
Oh,
maybe
really shit, Mad Max
it'll
is
get
great.
better. But I'm an hour, 2
It
hours
does get
in.
better.
I'm an hour, 2 hours in. I'm just like, get away from me.
Well,
you
are you
flaming
past the
bastard.
hospital scene?
Yes.
So you are in the open world. You are in Afghanistan now. Not Afghanistan, Africa. No, Afghanistan is the first way you are.
Yeah, I was upside down in the
Spoilers.
car, I think, when I turned it off there.
Oh, so you're just before that bit then.
Right, cool.
You get to ride on a horse next.
Yeah, I've done that. Shoot, ocelot on a horse.
So have you been back to Mother Base?
No, I turned it off when I was on the horse.
Right, okay. That's our cue to move on to what I've been watching and playing this week. I saw Crimson Peak. Really good movie. Really good
I've
movie.
heard mixed stuff about that.
I really enjoyed it. Like, it's a beautiful fucking film. One of the best films, like, visually I've ever seen. Like, but then again, that's not, like, for any other director, I'd be like, that's a really good accomplishment. But then it's Guillermo del Toro, and I can't name a film that his films haven't been beautiful. Like,
Yeah, that's all I've been hearing is the film is beautiful. It's just got a bit of a over melodramatic story.
it does, but it works for the story it's telling. If that makes sense. Like, it's not the best story, and it's a little bit cliche, but the way it's done and the acting, like Tom Hiddleston, oh my god, so good in that movie. So is I'm forgetting his name, Charlie Hunnam. He does a great job in that movie. Like, it feels really like of its time because it's a period movie, and I didn't know that because I've not seen a trailer for it.
I know it's not done so well at the box office.
Is it not done so well at the box office?
No, not in America, I don't think. And I think the reason behind that is because they sort of advertised it, and what I thought it was a horror. But it's not, is it? It's
I'd
more
definitely
like a
not
gothic
say
romance.
I definitely wouldn't say it's a horror movie. It has horror elements, but so does every one of his films that aren't a horror movie. Like, Pacific Rim's not a horror movie, but it has horror inspirations. Probably more kaiju, but you know what I mean? Like, it feels like Pan's Labyrinth for an American audience, but minus the creep factor. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, Pan's Labyrinth's a
Yeah.
very mystical fairy tale. This is like if Pan's Labyrinth was a romance, but for American audiences, if that makes sense. That's
Yeah,
the way
over
I
the
could.
top.
That's the way I could. Yeah, because there's a lot of shit in it where it's like, that's dumb. And like, and you have this empowered woman as the protagonist, but it's like she kind of does some really dumb stuff, and it's like, this is painful to watch. But it's the way the story unfolds. I really enjoyed it. Put it that way. Like, I enjoyed the film. Put it that way. Like, that's bottom line.
It's not a bad
It's
movie,
enjoyable.
it's just not
No,
mind blowing.
some of the visuals are. Some of the visuals are some of the stuff in that film. Like there is one point in like why the place is called Crimson Peak and stuff where I was expecting this glorious finale and it didn't pay off. But other than that, I really enjoyed it.
I've heard people say that the house is like an extra character in the
Oh,
actual
it's so good.
movie.
It's all practical, I believe. Like I think you go in that house and you believe it's real. You don't see a set at all.
I know nothing about this film, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know Tom Hiddleston's in it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sold.
Loki.
Jessica Chastain.
His character is the most interesting character I've ever seen. Well, not ever, but the way the arc his character goes through is really interesting. Like, and how it all plays out, it's pretty bit messed up, and it's really good. Like, I'm really
interested
enjoyed
to see it. I really am.
I'd definitely say it's worth a watch. And what else have I watched? Been watching some Airwolf, as me and Kev found out we're both lovers of. It's such a good show. Like, it's so obviously dated, but it's so perfect.
It's amazing.
So
Those
good.
helmets they wear.
I
Amazing.
want one so badly.
Whenever I play GTA and I'm in a helicopter, I'm like, love it. Best theme tune ever.
It is so good. And also I watched Wanted again. Like, I went back and watched it, and I love that film, and like a lot of people are mixed on it, but I really love it. And seeing James McAvoy as a young guy, it's so weird. Like, from his older
Chris Pratt.
it's just a fucking great movie. Like, the stunts in it are like a lot more of it's practical than I thought it was. Like the bit where they flip the car over and he's just it's like, I'm sorry, that looks so much better than I thought it would holding up. Like,
Have you read the graphic novel it's based on?
No, I haven't. I've wanted to. I just haven't ever read it.
I really recommend reading that because I'd read that first and then watched the film, and that's the only reason I have dislike for the film. I don't dislike the film. The film's fine. It should just never have been called Wanted.
Ah, right. Okay.
But if you like the film, I would really recommend reading the book because it's amazing. It's probably my favourite graphic novel, to be honest. I just love it. Brilliant.
Awesome. As for playing, I picked up Wolfenstein: The Old Blood.
Oh, it's brilliant.
So good. I mean, I think I mentioned it on this podcast that Wolfenstein was my game of the year it came out.
Yeah.
Like, the New Order, so good. I was really impressed. And more of that is just awesome. And it's a real shame I only just got around to playing it. I love it so much.
It's a shame, like, the single-player FPSs are dying. I mean, Wolfenstein was the last really good one, I think.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure they're working on a sequel. I think that did really well for Bethesda, and I don't think they was expecting it to do as well as it did. So I'm hoping they got like expansions out of it, so they must be working on a sequel.
I'd imagine so.
I mean, everyone really enjoyed it. I don't think I've met someone who didn't like it. So
I liked it, but it wasn't like an amazing game. I was
Really?
a bit disappointed. Everyone had played it up so much. I went in expecting some amazing experience, and I thought, yeah, this is all right.
Oh, I loved it.
yeah, I love it.
it,
It's
yeah.
so good.
I think the majority who got it first, they went in expecting another
Yeah,
shitty
that's probably
what
it
single-player
is.
game, weren't they?
Could be.
It's no Destiny, though, is it, Kev?
Nope.
No, it's 10 times better.
Destiny is king dingaling.
Well,
Moving on.
I don't know. I think that's about it for what I've been playing. I'm currently installing Halo 5, ready for its release next week. And I'm also... Actually, no, I have been playing The Walking Dead Season 2. I don't know why, actually. I've really fancied going back into that world. And
Okay, let's not spoil that one because I've not played that one.
I won't spoil it. It's definitely not the best
It's not
start.
season 1.
Like, no, not even Season 1. Like, I don't think Season 1 starts that well. It feels really weird to go back into that world knowing what happened. Whereas I think Season 1 you can go back and play knowing what happens and be like, oh, okay, I get more of it. Going back this time, I was like, this is just filler. Like, I get why the first time, but playing through it again, it's just like, okay, I need to do this. I have to watch this again. Okay, now there's my choice. You know what I mean? Like, whereas Season 1, I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome. I get to go and do something else this time. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Maybe it's because it's Clementine as a character, because I know where she ended up in my playthrough on Xbox 360 that I don't want it to end up on Xbox One. I don't know. But I'm not enjoying it as much, but it's still fun. It's a good time sink. But that's what all I've been playing, really, because I've been working on other things. So let's get into the download.
The download.
Moving over to Ross, because Ross is the one with the news.
So EA say that people do HD remakes because they've ran out of ideas. This was after they were asked about a Mass Effect HD remaster.
Yeah.
And he said there is a possibility if the public demand was there.
And I think it is.
That remakes are because of who you are, and this broad portfolio of intellectual property that you add all together, I just don't know where we would find the time to do remakes. We're a company that just like to push forward, and that's Peter Moore. I know.
Well,
for a lot of companies, remakes are a way to drive revenue. It's a sub-cost. It's an IP that's there that you can remaster, and it's great. We don't do that here. I don't think that's ever been our culture.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not
There's
wrong.
a lot, but I think there is the demand there for that Mass Effect trilogy remake.
Yeah.
And I must admit, like, I'm not a massive fan of remasters, remakes, HD, whatever you want to bullshit it. But a Mass Effect 1 on Xbox One / PS4 is needed, I think.
Doesn't backwards compatibility negate some of that demand, though?
I don't know.
Only in Xbox One, which is at the moment is a smaller install base.
And my problem is that, like, there is problems with Mass Effect 1 that if they were doing a remake of it, they could fix and make it so much better. And
But doesn't that beat the point of a remake?
The main problem being it's crap.
no, it's not crap. It's just stuff with the Mako and such isn't perfect. And I feel like they could go back and address that, and it would be a more superior game to than what it was. I mean, Mass Effect's one of my favourite games. Like, Mass Effect 2 is probably one of my favourite games of all time. Mass Effect 3 is still a fucking great game.
I don't get the appeal, to be honest.
I don't know. I tried playing Mass Effect 2. I got about a couple of hours in and I just gave up.
I've completed 1 and 2, and I thought, I didn't enjoy any of that, so I'm not going to bother with the third one.
Well, do you want to know something? I hadn't played them, right? And what I'd done was, they had it in sale, because Mass Effect 1 is backwards compatible at the moment. And I thought, it's $3.99, I'm just buying that and I'll play through it. Played half an hour, haven't been back to it.
You've got to invest so much into it.
I find that Mass Effect fans are a bit over the top with how much they like it. My mate is a massive Mass Effect fan. He bought me the trilogy because I said I wasn't that interested. He bought me the trilogy and made me play the first 2. And if you're listening, I sold them, so fuck you.
That's what you get. Don't buy me shit.
He probably is listening as well. That's how I force him to listen.
Breaking news, I have just acquired my seat for Star Wars Episode 7. Sorry. Just thought I'd let everyone know that I
rub
will
it
be
in.
seeing that.
Okay,
Yep.
I don't see that in the show notes, Scott, but fair enough.
It's breaking news. My friend just texted me saying we've got tickets. So.
Scott's friend is now our news source. There you go. Get it all here.
Jack Truman of the Truman and Ward Show. See it live on Radio, even though you won't be seeing it because it's a radio show, and it's in at like o'clock. Thank you. That was my plug back.
Nintendo are already sending NX consoles out to developers. So reports claim that Nintendo are actually sending their dev kits out to developers with regards to their NX console, which does include a separate mobile unit. Now, this is just rumour at the moment, but what's your thoughts about the new proposed mobile unit? So, this is where it's all came from, isn't it? It was a Wall Street
What
Journal
do you mean
as well.
by what do you mean by mobile unit?
Right, so, way to describe, Dave's just bought himself a 3DS. You get yourself a mobile console along with a Nintendo console. And as far as I'm aware, you finish playing your game, you just walk out the room and keep playing.
Ah,
So it's a Nintendo Wii U with a smaller.
But you can't take the Wii U
but
away
yeah,
from the
but
console.
with like, so basically it's a Wii U, whereas instead of the gamepad, it's a 3DS.
Yes, because they're
Awesome.
saying it's not been confirmed that that's what it generally is, but from what they're saying, it's saying this is the Wall Street Journal as the source for this. So you think that they're not going to publish crap, you know, that way.
Getting dev kits out makes sense considering, was it a Dragon? No, not Dragon Age. Dragon Quest game was announced for NX, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it makes sense that dev kits are getting out there now.
I think we'll see more of the NX at next year's E3. But
I
don't
think
it'll be out next year.
Oh, you don't think it's out next year? I disagree. I think they're going to drop the massive bomb and be like NX. Like, I think we'll see. Like, Nintendo have done Nintendo Directs each E3. I think they're going to come out next E3 as a press conference. Drop the bomb. Here's the NX. This is what it is. Holiday season 2016. Come get it.
And shit on all the current Wii U owners.
July
Pretty
16th.
much, yeah.
July 16th, 2016.
No chance.
Yep.
What, you think that's
Nah,
when they're
it's
going to
for
announce?
A couple of years.
Nah,
You
July
think-
16th, 2016.
As a release date or as an announcement?
As a release date.
What? No, that's way too soon.
And
They'd have to announce.
They would have sent the dev kits out a year ago if that was going to be the case. What are they going to be able to develop between now and July 16th?
Nintendo could be developing for it though. That's the thing,
Yeah,
and that's where the rumor of a Zelda Twilight Princess HD.
Yeah, I believe that they would be putting all their Wii U games on the NX, but like, that's
To be
a
fair,
shitty
no
move
third
right
party
there.
companies developing for a Nintendo, do they?
Exactly.
That's very true.
And
That's very true.
who's to say that they can't just do ports of your next gen game? Maybe they are negotiating deal for ports, like the amazing Wii U version of Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did that come out in the end?
That came
I
out,
wouldn't
yeah.
even put money. Sorry, I wouldn't even put money that their new console is going to be up to the standards of Xbox One. To be honest,
I don't
Like,
think in
I don't
terms.
think it'll be as powerful.
Yeah, in terms of hardware, I don't think it is going to be what we expect it to be. But in terms of revolutionising gaming again, I think that's where we could see what they do. Like, because I'd be all on board for a 3DS thing. Like, say I can start playing Smash Bros. NX at home, but then take it out with me on my 3DS-esque device. I'd love that. Imagine playing it in my fucking uni lecture. I mean, not in my lectures. I'd totally play it in my lectures. Let's
But
say.
how many iterations of the same game are they going to make? It's like every console, it's just another version of the same game.
I've got another Ocarina of Time.
I'd agree with you, but how often do you buy Call of Duty?
Fuck you.
Yeah, but it's slightly different each year.
So is Smash Bros. And that's not every year.
Yeah, but I mean, how many times have we seen Ocarina of Time come out? I mean, it's a great.
3
game,
times.
but it was,
3
it's
times.
on-
So what, you don't
Is it?
think they should make
Seems like
a
It
remaster
came
of
out-
another Zelda game then?
I'd love it. A Twilight Princess HD remake. Twilight Princess is like my second favourite Zelda game, so...
Well, Scott, I'm glad to tell you something. It has been spotted on the eShop servers. So there's been a logo for Twilight Princess HD on the eShop servers. So
And if anyone's asking, my favourite Zelda game is Wind Waker and Stroke Majora's Mask. Yeah, fuck
No,
you.
Link's Awakening.
Sonic!
Well done, Kev. Well done. You proved your ignorance once more on this podcast.
right, so a little bit of chart news. So what do you think is number one at the charts this week?
Can I say the answer or can I
no,
guess?
No, you're out
Oh.
of this, Scott.
Oh.
Other guys.
FIFA.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, FIFA 16 has been number one in the charts for the last 4 weeks. No surprises there. Although it's starting to fall away, it's not selling as strong as what it has done in previous years, which shows you the difference that ISS Pro has made. Although it still has been number one for 4 weeks and sold absolute shitloads.
Are you sure it's not just because they introduced women to the game?
What? But that it's fallen away.
Just gonna leave that there.
Okay.
Controversial.
Yeah, basically they did think Uncharted Collection may have knocked it off.
I expected it to because we were talking before the show and I said Uncharted did it and I was a bit like that's surprising and then Ross was like no it didn't and I was like oh.
Yeah, it was close. It was, it was a very, very close second, but I'm just really surprised that FIFA's still at number one because it's a lot
Uncharted,
of complaints
man.
this year. Although I'm not going to lie, I love FIFA this year, so what can I say?
Yeah.
What was interesting about that Uncharted trilogy advert you see on TV at the minute is my brother, who's not really down with the consoles, looked at it and said, "Oh, PlayStation 4 graphics are shit." I was like, "Yeah, you should have got an Xbox then," because he's only got a PS3 and he's looked at that and thought, "If that's what PS4's like, I won't bother."
Do people still care about graphics?
He does. He's an idiot.
Ah, fair enough. I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry, like, I really was shocked at this. I thought Uncharted would be top because you've got so many people converted from 360, and everyone knows Uncharted's one of the best game series of all time. Like, even I throw my hands up and say it's fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah, Uncharted's one of those series that I really want to play from the PlayStation. It's the only game that I...
it's better than The Last of Us.
It's Ed and Naughty Dog from just Naughty Dog.
I prefer Uncharted to The Last of Us because I really just don't like how Last of Us plays. The story's great, but well,
Nah, Last of Us is amazing. You're wrong.
the gameplay is terrible.
No, you're wrong.
The gameplay is terrible.
Look, Uncharted is no Tomb Raider, so you know.
Well, speaking of Tomb Raider,
What?
Do we actually have Tomb Raider news?
I don't think so, but
No.
Damn it, that's amazing.
Yeah, speaking of Tomb Raiders, Silent Hills inspired Alison Rose has been saved from Kickstarter cancellation. So PT and Silent Hills might be dead, but the similarly themed Alison Road has avoided the same fate. rumours about it wasn't actually doing too well on Kickstarter, so it's now been cancelled. It will no longer be a Kickstarter game, but it's been picked up by British publisher Team 17, most famous for having worms.
Yeah, wait, what?
What? Oh,
Surely you could have worded that better.
Making worms, sorry.
Yeah.
I hate having worms.
Yeah.
But I mean, did they make... Wait, maybe that's how Worms was... Like, they all got worms and was like, fuck it, we need to make a game about worms attacking everyone.
That reminds me of a film called Squirm.
I don't know. That could be a story.
Brain is a scary place. Scott, I've got brilliant news for you as well.
What?
No matter how much people talk about how bad pre-orders are, can you believe this? The number of pre-orders compared to this time last year is up 24%.
Can we establish if this is physical or digital?
Yeah, it's a very,
I
very
think
good
people
point.
are buying digital because they can preload games.
Thank you. That's like, I am against pre-ordering, but with games like Fallout 4, Stroke, Halo 5, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good product, and I don't mind paying 40 quid to pre-install it on my console.
It's an amalgamation of everything.
Huh.
Is that the numbers before I cancelled my pre-order or after?
I know you were like 0.5% or something. I don't know, but
I don't think it's 0.5%. That's way too big of a number for Dave.
No, I had loads of pre-orders. I just cancelled them all.
The thing is, pre-ordering like games like Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Call of Duty, I don't really see the point unless it's special editions.
Yeah. Well, I suppose technically we both pre-ordered Halo.
I see it as preloading rather than pre-ordering.
Yeah, you pay for the privilege so
Yeah.
you can play at midnight.
It's not that I want to pre-purchase the game, it's just I'd rather have it pre-installed. Like,
People will pay for convenience, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I wouldn't mind paying an extra $5 if it was installed ready to go at midnight. 'cause I want
admittedly,
to play
right?
it.
Admittedly, I go and look at Black Ops 3 and it's like 55 quid to pre-order on pre-install on my Xbox. I'm like, no, fuck off.
Yeah.
Whereas Halo was just 45, I think.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I? Like my housemate's giving me 15 quid towards it. Bang, deal.
Fair enough.
30 quid to have it there, ready on both consoles for midnight on the day of release. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if I went to a midnight launch, I'd have to get home, wait for it to install. So say it's a 60 gig game, you're going to be waiting a while. If there's an update, you have to update it as well. So then you're not going to be playing it when you get it, so you'll be asleep. And then if you have school the next day, or university the next day, like I do, 9 till 5.
Or work like an adult.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Dave, you might take the day off. You're known to do that.
I've booked a week off for Fallout 4.
Yep, see? That's what I mean.
Andres, would you pay like 100 quid for like a Ultimate Edition pre-order digitally of games?
No, that's my problem. I was looking at the digital edition of Halo, and I was like, oh, it's just requisition packs, which, admittedly, you do get an animated series of Fall of Reach, which I was tempted for. But the other thing is, it's only microtransaction stuff that you get with it. And I'm like, for 60 plus quid, I'm not paying for microtransaction stuff because I'm basically paying the microtransaction price. I'm not getting anything other than this thing. It's different when it's physical because the physical edition has a figure, it has an information pack, like, do you know, just more world building stuff with it, whereas the digital thing's just, here's some things that you can buy later in the game anyway.
Well, one actual company which does have an over £100 Ultimate Edition is EA with Battlefront, because there are £104.99 for the Ultimate Edition of Battlefront.
What does it come with?
It comes with a season pass, which is 40 quid.
50 quid in it.
40 quid for the season pass. 39.99.
So
okay,
you get
so
the
that's
you get
$50
you get the game
Yeah.
and you get the season pass and that's it.
Yeah,
And that's 100 quid.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
How does that work out?
It's 4 separate expansions.
No, if the season pass is only 40 quid, is the game 60 quid?
Yep.
No! Fuck off!
Did you know? Okay, sorry, I thought this was common knowledge. It's 60 quid here.
They get used to it.
Fuck you.
But you are going to get yourself an exclusive shoot first emote for doing so.
Oh wow, that's changed my mind.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Destiny fans will be pissed. How come we don't get a shoot first emote in our digital deluxe
To
edition?
Bungie's credit, they gave everyone free coins so you could actually buy some emotes for free.
That's like No, I'm not going to use that analogy. That's like slapping a kid and then giving him a sweet to say sorry. That's no.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
what's wrong with that?
No, I was using a different analogy which I won't mention on the show.
But no, we
That's
need
like
to hear
saying,
it. We need to hear
this
it,
sweet
Scott.
costs £10,
Yeah.
but here's £10 to buy a sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But if you want more sweets, you need to pay more money.
exactly.
Yeah, that's how things work. It's fine.
Awesome.
Nothing wrong with
Perfectly fine. I'm happy with
that. I
that.
mean, you're an idiot if you pay real money for an emote, but that's not the point.
Kev.
But the thing is, they get the really popular emote, which was like the Carlton dance from Thingy. They gave you just not enough money to get that one, so you had to pay that little bit extra to get it.
So these coins, do you pay for them in game, or are they microtransactions, or?
It's 500 coins, I believe, for £4.
Oh my
or
god!
£5.
It sounds so sinister. You tried to make it sound like a cool thing, and you really didn't do a good job.
Yeah, you don't have to buy it. I don't buy it. I think I
don't
wouldn't
buy
want to buy it. Who the hell would want to buy that? It's an emote.
I think it's okay to have microtransactions when it's nothing to do with the game. It's just little add-ons like hats, emotes, stuff like that.
I'm not against that, to be
Who wants
honest.
to buy a hat?
It's just
Why
Destiny.
is a hat okay, but a Carlton dance isn't? If Battlefront was offering me the
No,
Carlton
I'm
dance, I'd be
okay
like,
for it.
You know what? I'm going to pay for the 60.
No, I'm okay with them paying for dances and emotes, whatever. I'm just saying them giving you coin to get it, but only slightly less than the one that everyone wants is a bit shady. That's all.
Yeah, that was a little bit shady. I was a bit
That's-
with that, but
That's making you buy more coin to get the thing you actually wanted, rather than them giving you enough to get the thing that they knew everyone wanted. That's insidious. That's not nice. I don't
It's
like
not
that.
like they made everyone buy the game again, is it?
Ah, no, they would never do that,
and they
Dave.
did shit on the people that had the original game and didn't buy the DLC.
Do you know
Yeah,
what's
but-
mental? I'm just looking here, right? Star Wars Battlefront's £42 on Amazon.
Yeah, how much is it on Xbox Store though?
Must be 60 then. But it just says deluxe
Xbox
edition.
charges so much digitally.
It must just be deluxe edition unavailable on Amazon. But I'm just looking at it. I was like, well, wait a minute here. Why is it £42? Do you know that way?
Paying for convenience.
Yeah.
I don't know. My wallet would disagree.
Your what? Sorry.
My wallet
Oh, wallet. That's all right.
would disagree.
No problem.
What I don't even know how you could miss.
They don't have wallets in Scotland.
Is there anything else on the download this week, Ross?
Is there anything else in the download list? Nah, I can't be bothered. There is, but
Alright.
I think we've spoken enough.
Going on to the quiz that Kev has kindly prepared for us this week.
It's time for the mother ducking quiz, yo. This is a bit of a complicated one, so listen up. So, the rules are,
I'm
I'll
bored.
read a movie quote out. Okay. Ross loses, Scott, you win. Move on.
Awesome, that was really good. I paid
What? Was I just not involved?
Yep,
You got a taking part award.
Hey.
you
Right,
try.
so, I will read out a movie quote, and I'll be after 3 answers. The full name of the actor who said the line, which is worth 1 point. The full movie title, which is worth 2 points. And the full name of the character in the movie who said the quote, which is worth 3 points. There will be 6 quotes, and each of you will be rotated to pick one. If you want to guess the 1 point answer, the 2 point answer, or the 3 point answer. So you'll all get a guess per quote. At the end of each quote, there will be a bonus question worth 1 point, which you can just call your name out to answer. So you got that?
Yep,
Yeah.
So sorry, are
Quick
we saying the
question.
name of the movie or the actor?
both.
No, you can guess. So you can guess the actor, which is worth 1 point, the movie, which is worth 2 points, or the character's name in the movie that says it, which is worth 3 points.
Right.
If I say I'm going to go for the 3 point answer and I only manage to get the name of the movie right, do I still get 2 points?
No.
Or do I get none?
If you want to choose the 3 point answer, you only give me that answer, and then somebody else gets to go. So it's rotated, so you all get a guess per that quote.
Right, okay.
So we'll do the first one. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do it.
So Scott's going to go first,
Am I? Okay.
and the
Suck
first
up.
quote is "I'll be back." So
Okay.
you can either give me the actor for 1 point,
Yeah.
the movie for 2 points, or the character for 3 points.
Okay. So if I say the Terminator.
No, which one? Which one you going to?
Oh, I have to
actor, movie, or
give
character?
movie.
Movie. Okay, that's 2 points.
Terminator.
Correct.
Awesome.
So you got 2 points. So next, it's Ross. What do you want to go for?
I'll go for the character.
Right, before you go for the character,
Uh-huh.
I want the model number as well.
Oh,
That's exactly
get
why I didn't
lost.
do it. That's exactly why I didn't do it. I'm pretty sure I know what the model number is, but I won't risking points for it.
T800
Yeah.
Terminator.
Correct.
Fuck.
I also
So-
want to go for the character name.
No, you've got the actor who says it. Actor's name.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wrong!
Yeah.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger's double, actually. Francois Boutique.
So the bonus question, which is worth 1 point. Who played Carl Reese?
Scott.
Yeah.
Jai Courtney.
No, not in this one.
No, you did not specify that. You said
No,
who?
it's this movie.
You
I
said...
said from
He
the
did.
movie
Did
The
he?
Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Never mind.
Scott.
My witty pun failed on me. Fuck.
You've lost.
Oh, no.
You lose 2 points as well.
So Ross,
Michael Biehn. Michael Biehn, or whatever his name is.
Michael Bean. Have you just looked that up?
No, I can never say his name.
Scott gave him plenty of time to.
I think he Googled that.
I never googled it.
He Googled
I
it.
can never say his name though.
It's a silly name. That's why I did.
Is it not Biehn or something like that?
It is if you're looking up on Internet Movie
Yeah.
Database, Ross.
Put Google away, Ross.
I don't have
Jesus.
Google up.
Was he not born in Anniston, Alabama in 1956 on July 31st?
I think that was him, right?
McDonald's.
Two sisters.
Oh, now we're stalking this guy. I feel so bad.
Apparently, he was bullied at school.
Right, no points. No points for anyone on that one. Cheating mother. Yeah. Right, the next one. And Ross, you're going to be going first.
Okay.
And the quote is, "Enough is enough. I've had it with these motherfucking snakes
Oh, right.
on this motherfucking
Oh,
plane."
that's so easy.
Right.
So do you want to go for the actor, the movie, or the character's name?
Movie.
2 points. Yeah, what are you going for?
Snakes in a plane.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Dave, you're next. Actor or character?
I think I know his name.
Oh,
Go on, then.
actually, I would not have a clue.
Go
about
for the
that.
character. Go for the character.
I think I know the character's name.
Go for it.
Do I have to do both names?
Yes.
It's got a really white person name, and that's why I know it because it's Neville. I don't know what his surname is though.
He's gone for the character, though.
Yeah, I've gone for the character.
5, 4.
Smith.
Longbottom.
No. Close.
It's Neville though, isn't it?
Well, we'll see. Scott, what are you going for? Actor or character?
I'm going to go for actor,
Yeah,
and it is Samuel L. Jackson.
correct. 1 point. And the name was Neville Flynn.
I knew it was Neville.
You
I
should
just
actually
knew
get.
what
I
his
think
surname is.
the fact that
Like-
you knew that was Neville was pretty.
He
damn.
should get 1.5 points for
I
it.
d-
Or no, it was a 2 point. Was it a 2 point?
3 points.
No, it's 3 point. Yeah. So I'll give him. I'll give him 1.
You got a
You
point.
tight cunt.
Yep.
You know all about tight cunts, wouldn't you, Dave?
Wow.
Anyway. So what's that? Like, I hope we're keeping track of the score because I'm lost already.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm keeping track. Bonus question. So, what was the destination of the plane?
What? In the film. I thought you were just talking shit. I was like, wow. The Bahamas.
Dave,
Ross.
Oh, Dave, yeah, go on.
the airport.
Oh, give the man a point for that.
Right, Dave loses a point. What? No, I'm joking.
That's fucking good, Dave. I love you. That's why I love
That's where
you.
he's going, isn't it? You can't deny that he's not going to the airport. That's-
So mean.
You don't know.
This guy talks
Might be a
shit.
private jet.
Could still has to go
Somebody's
to
got
an airport.
Not going to land on the fucking motorway.
You don't know. Might have an emergency. Might have to land
Yeah, but
on
then
the
that's
road.
not his final destination, is it? That's just where it happens to end up.
Is that not his destination though?
I can just imagine some little old lady sitting at a bus stop and his fucking plane comes like rolling along, stepping out.
Just keep rolling. Wow!
Right, if you've seen US Marshals, that's got one of them scenes. That's a great scene. So, Ross, you got a guess before I move on to the next one?
Belfast.
Wrong. It was LA.
We totally all guessed that. Like,
That
how
was
do we?
Really obvious.
Right, so Dave, you're first this time.
Get in.
And I've lost it. Oh yeah, right. So next one is, these aren't the droids you're looking for. And actor, movie, or character.
Character.
Character. I want the full name, and it's 3
Yeah,
points.
Yeah, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, but at that point in the film, I think he was going by Ben Kenobi.
Correct. Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi. 3 points for Dave.
Woo!
Scott.
That is me.
I know all the answers. This is easy.
What we got left? Movie or actor?
I'm going to have to go with movie.
Okay. Full title?
Are we going by original release?
Full title, yes.
Are we going by original theatrical release?
Just
Because if we were going by theatrical release, it was just called Star Wars. And then it got re-released, and then it was Star Wars A New Hope.
I'll let you have that yet. Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. 2 points. So, actor Ross.
So I was going to say his actor, basically. It's Alec Guinness.
Correct.
That was easy.
Admittedly, I actually didn't know his actor's name. So
Oh, right.
that's why I went for Star Wars, because I didn't know his name.
That surprises me. I thought you would know
I,
that.
just, I don't know a lot of the guys' names from the original Star Wars. I mean, I know Harrison Ford.
No, Han Solo.
Harrison Ford
That's Morgan Freeman.
fuck on, dickhead. Harrison Ford and
That'd have been a different
That would have
film.
been so much better.
fucking I forgot his name as well, so that's really bad. Mark Hamill.
The bonus question is quite easy, this one, so get ready. The bonus question is, who voiced Darth Vader?
Dave Scott. Scott.
Go on. No, you said Dave.
You said Dave first.
James L. Jones.
Fuck you.
Correct.
Why did I shout out hand? You're gonna listen back to this and I go hand Scott. I'm like, what?
Did you put your hand up as well? Miss me.
Next quote, and it'll be you, Scott, first.
Oh.
The quote is, "I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?"
I know this one as
I
well.
don't know this one.
Actor, movie, or character, Scott?
I'm gonna have to pass.
Okay, Scott passes. Ross, you're next.
Movie.
Go
Oh
on,
no! Oh, can I change that?
No, movie.
Oh, is it going to be the first one, or is it the second? Meet the Parents.
Correct.
Oh,
See,
fuck.
I shat myself because I thought it might have been the second one there,
That's what I thought when I was looking it up. I was like, is that the first?
and I could only remember his surname as well. So I was like, because that's the obvious one. But
So, Dave, actor or character?
Character.
Go on then.
Is that the 3-point one?
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, it's Jack
Surname?
Burns.
Correct.
ah,
GG.
I would have got that wrong.
That's-
I would have got that wrong.
I only watched it like 3 days ago. It was on BBC Three.
Ah,
Oh no, it was the third one, which was awful, but still.
what was that? Fuck the Parents or something like that?
Little Fockers.
Oh
Little
shit,
Fuckers.
yeah, that does exist. I was like, Dave, there's only 2 movies.
No, there's Little Fockers.
There is Little Fockers, yeah. I remember seeing it at the fucking cinema with my dad, and it was the worst piece of shit I've ever seen.
You went to
I
cinema
haven't
for
seen
that
that one. So, the bonus question, what was the name of the cat in Meet the Parents?
Dave
Tiddles! No, it's not even that, is it? Fuck.
Dave?
Jinxie.
Oh shit, yeah, it is.
Correct.
Why the fuck did I say Tiddles?
Dave's a machine.
Shit, Dave, get a life.
I like film.
Oh right, no, we're out of lives, aren't we? Ha! That was fuck you, it was good.
That's terrible.
Fuck you, it was good.
Okay, the next one, it'll be Ross, you going first.
Yeah.
And it is, I wish I knew how to quit you.
Oh, I know this one.
You go for actor, movie, or character? Get off Google.
I'm not on Google. I have to pass.
Right, 0 for Ross. Dave?
I'm going to go with movie because I don't know what the character's name is.
Okay,
And it's Brokeback Mountain.
correct.
But it's also
Really?
an episode of Family Guy where
Whatever.
he's sat opposite a
Whatever.
cigarette and he's like, I wish I know how to quit you. And the cigarette's like, I want to see other people. So that's 4 points, isn't it?
No,
No, you bastard.
2. So, Scott, actor or character?
Of what?
Who says the quote?
What quote?
I wish I knew how to quit you.
I don't know.
Is that a pass?
Yeah.
Right, that's a pass. So, the bonus question, who starred opposite Jake Gyllenhaal?
Dave.
Ross.
Dave,
Oh,
you
was
go
it?
first.
Oh, right, I wasn't paying
Who said
attention
first?
at all. I could have just said
You did, Dave.
fucking...
Heath Ledger.
Correct. Jesus
Bastard.
Christ, Dave.
Do you know, I haven't even seen the film.
Yeah, you have. You
Of
watched
course
it at
you
my
have.
house twice.
No,
I know Scott and Ross reenacted it in the hotel room.
No,
Honestly,
no.
Dave and I watched that back to back. It was really awkward. There's only one. That's why we had to watch it twice so we could swap round.
No, I only knew it because it was in the Heath Ledger autopsy, wasn't it? And they showed that scene, and that's how I knew it was that film.
So that's how he died.
Is that the one where they dig up the celebrities?
Yes, yeah.
And that's the one where I actually believed that they dig up the celebrities until someone corrected me.
Right, next quote, last one. Infamy, infamy, they've all got it in for me. So, Dave, you're first. Actor, movie, or character?
I have no idea. Batman.
No.
Is that the actor of the movie? Or
I actually don't know. It sounds familiar, but I have got no idea.
Scott?
I feel like it's Godfathery, but I'm probably completely wrong, so I'm not going to guess.
Pass.
Yep.
You might as well.
And Ross?
How many points am I behind?
A lot. I'm going to have to add up at the end. So, actor, movie, or character do you want?
None. Pass. I've never heard of it.
Right, okay. So the film was actually, I'll give you a clue, it was Carry On Cleo.
Oh, fuck off. How are we going to get that? It's like 60 years old.
That's a really famous quote, that is. Infamy, infamy, they've all got it infamy.
Yeah, I have heard it. But
What was it from?
Carry On Cleo.
Oh, I was way off.
So the bonus question is, what year was Carry On Cleo released?
1967.
Just
Ross.
shout your name.
Scott.
Okay,
Ross.
It's alright, Ross
Ross.
was there. Yep, Ross.
1967.
Wrong.
Dave,
Yes, Dave?
4 years after Francis was born.
That's possibly is quite true, but I need specifics.
Google.
I have no idea. Now I pass.
Scott,
Scott.
you've got to guess. Go on then, Scott.
1968.
Wrong.
1969.
1964.
Oh, I was really close.
You was close.
No, you weren't. I was close.
Fuck you, you stole my
I was closer
answer.
than you. You were one higher than me.
So, the final scores. Talk amongst yourselves while I add these up.
Boopity. So, Ross, how about that weekend in London? It was pretty good.
Yes.
We went to exclusive clubs.
Yeah, we did actually.
We-
I don't know if I want
we-
to talk
we-
about that. It was an NDA you had to sign when you walked in.
Did we?
Since that's all we
I
talk
didn't
about
sign
nowadays,
anything, I just
NDAs.
walked in.
No, I know.
We didn't do drugs.
Losers.
Nobody did drugs. At all.
Well,
All.
you did roofie, Scott, because Ross
Yeah.
slipped you something.
Yeah, no one done drugs that they were aware of.
We also FaceTimed in Holly, the Canadian admin. I was going to get that wrong. Of the
She should have put some bloody clothes
Facebook
on.
group. Who's putting clothes on?
She could have put some clothes on before we Skyped.
Yeah, it was pretty indecent actually, Holly.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if I wanted to see boobs,
Right,
I could go on
hold the
Pornhub.
hold the presses, we have the final scores.
Okay.
Right.
So, bringing it up the rear, as usual, was Scott.
Aye,
with 5
aye.
points.
Shit.
Second place, I think we all guessed it, was Ross with 8 points.
Hey, Lamau.
And the winner was Dave on unlucky number 13, 13 points.
Fuck me, Dave. Just
No,
fuck.
right.
That's your prize. That's your prize. You get to fuck Scott.
Yeah, your
I'll give it
prize
a miss.
is Scott.
Surely the prize is a one-time trip to Brokeback Mountain
With Scott.
with Scott. Yeah, Scott, you're fucked now.
Ross will supply the roofies, he's got some left over.
We don't.
Yeah.
I'll go back. It's fine.
I'm really surprised.
Whoa,
that,
whoa,
like,
whoa, 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 whoa. Roofies? Go, whoa. Your sex education needs to improve, Scott.
I'm not going to get Dave pregnant.
I just want...
You guys are dicks. So, after that quiz, we're going on to movie news. Movie news. Movie news.
The movie news.
So, movie news.
Movie news.
Play the jingle.
Do, 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 do. Movie news.
Oh, God. Movie news.
Right, movie news. Hulk has been confirmed for Thor Ragnarok. So that's new.
That's a bit of movie news.
That's a bit of movie news there.
I mean, that's cool.
I think that's
Yay.
really cool. Hulk's in space.
Hulk
Wasn't
is-
that
some
confirmed like
interesting
2 weeks
things.
ago?
It was rumoured 2 weeks ago, and now
Yeah,
it's
rumour 2
confirmed.
weeks ago, confirmed this week. We don't deal in rumours, we deal in hard facts.
That's
So-
bullshit, and you know it.
Hulk is going to be on
Ragnarok?
whatchamacallit planet?
Asgard?
That's the one.
Assuming it all
Interesting.
takes place there, which, is called Ragnarok, so I'd assume it was.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see Mark Ruffalo back before Infinity War, so...
I'm more interested to see how he got this,
Well, he flew away in a spaceship.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Sorry. Where else is he going to be? Did Thor magically teleport him there?
Yeah,
With
Yeah.
rainbow powers?
He can
Yeah.
do that.
we
He
can,
could.
yeah, we've
Well,
seen it.
Heimdall can do that. And Odin could do that. Thor can't do that.
He can with his magic hammer.
No, it just smashes stuff, Kev.
No, it's a magic hammer.
It just smashes stuff and shoots lightning.
No, it's a magic hammer.
Does it also give him roofie powers?
Oh, we go.
It can if you hit
wanna
someone
cut
over the head
You
with
keep
it.
mentioning it.
Mention what?
This is going to have no pod left.
Mention what? Mention what?
Right, next story. Die Hard 6 is going to be an origin story and a sequel?
What the fuck was that?
That's impossible.
Die Hard Year 1, set in 1979 and present day, with Len Wiseman returning to direct. How do we all feel about that?
Just put it to bed.
Yeah, just leave it. Die Hard 5 killed us all inside, so...
I didn't see it. Are you saying that Die Hard
you're the
needs
lucky
to
one.
Die?
You're the... Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you could say that, Dave.
Yeah, so that's that. I couldn't give a shit. I'm surprised he'd even want to return to it, but there you go.
Well, he's
Makes some
probably
money,
seen the
doesn't it?
complete mess it's become, and he's like, I've got to sort this out.
He's not sorting out. He's just give me money. I'll appear at the beginning and the end. Done.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he comes face to face with his younger self, and then they have Terminator adventures.
Dun, 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 dun.
They could just
Dun, dun,
recut
dun, dun.
Looper and be like Die Hard 6.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's Die Hard.
No one gives a fuck.
No one
basically.
gives a fuck. Godzilla vs. King Kong set for 2020.
Woo!
Two
Called
cinematic
it.
universes colliding as Godzilla, whose sequel comes out June 8th, 2018. And,
Kevin with the scoops. I said this like 3 weeks ago.
and the new Kong film. So yeah, Godzilla vs. King Kong.
This is really cool, except you know the fact that neither of them will lose or win.
And Godzilla like twice the size of King Kong.
Yeah,
anyway.
that is like 4 times the size. Well, if you're going by Peter Jackson,
He has atomic breath.
Yeah, he'll go up to him, breathe on him, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, but
Much
they-
like many of my dates.
If King Kong just walked up and he's just like, fuck that, buggers off, you know what I mean?
I know when I've lost. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go.
Just lies down on the floor.
Just take me.
Take me.
Next up, Fox denies Fantastic Four rumours. Fox responded to the report that Fantastic Four rights are returning to Marvel. They say it's completely untrue.
I thought they were saying that they denied that they made the movie there.
What
I
fantastic!
don't wasn't us.
Marvel would want those rights back.
Right now, it's poison.
I can imagine Fox being like, "Go on, take them," and they'd be like, "Nah, you're right. You're right, mate. You're right, bruv."
Marvel
Cheers.
just wipe their ass and be like, "Oh look, we've done more with the character than you ever did."
I don't think a stretchy man can translate well to the cinema.
I just don't like the characters, and therefore I'm never gonna like the films, regardless. That new one could have been really good, and I'd have been like, "Yeah, and what?"
Kevin, clearly you've never seen the X-Files then. Stretchy Man done well in that.
Stretching.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, go back and watch it. Probably the best X-Files. Moving on, because we're just running through these now. Brian K. Vaughan is said to be working on a TV version of Y: The Last Man for FX.
Awesome news! Why the Last Man is a great story. You should definitely pick it up and read it.
Yeah, it's really good. I've only read the first
Volume?
20 odd, yeah, roughly. Brian K. Vaughan is the writer, isn't he?
Yes.
So to be working on the TV series is a good sign, and that's about Yorick Brown, who's the last surviving male left alive with his monkey Ampersand after is it a virus? It is a virus, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, has wiped out all men.
Sounds like the bad version of Ace Ventura.
Basically, it's awesome, and a lot of people wanted to see it done as a movie, and I really was like, no, a movie wouldn't work. It would be impossible. But a TV series,
Yeah, no, I
that could
completely
work.
That would
Does
be
it say who's producing it?
No, there's.
He's just
It's all
developing
very
it.
very early. This is just like
Okay.
I
I've
mean,
been trying to get it made for a few years now.
yeah,
A movie,
FX did Sons of Anarchy, didn't they?
Yeah, they've done some pretty good things.
Yeah, they've done pretty good shows. So, if it comes to fruition, as long as they don't completely butcher the source material, which I doubt they will, I'm on board for it.
Yeah, I'm all down for that.
The question is the monkey going to be real or CG?
It'll be CG, won't it?
Sell it.
Does it do anything that needs to be CG'd? I think they could have a real monkey and it'd be fine.
Yeah, I suppose.
Real monkey will get the fuck out.
Yeah. I want it to be real, but it's probably going to be CG. Depends on the budget of the show, to be honest.
Yeah, it costs more to get a digital monkey
Yeah.
than a real one. They're expendable.
Although Flash had a really good episode with Gorilla Grodd, and that looked really impressive. Admittedly, he was only there
No,
for
he
one
didn't.
episode.
That's just a stupid character. I can't believe they'd even bother with that.
Yeah, I was a bit what?
Well,
when I saw it.
we disagree on that, so let's move on to the next story, Dave.
Next story. You're probably wondering why we're not talking about the Star Wars trailer. It's because it's not out yet whilst we're recording this pod.
Plus,
It
I
comes
wouldn't
out-
be watching it anyway.
Well, there is that. It comes out late tonight, so
Does it?
We'll just.
Oh,
apparently.
fuck. I am going to have to avoid the internet for a couple of days.
So we may as well leave the Star Wars chat for next pod, and I'm assuming Scott won't be on. Scott.
Grodd. Scott.
I'll be on, but
Sounds like
I
an
will not
80s
be on
space
for the
villain.
trailer talk.
Yeah, Scott will not be around for that, I'd imagine. The poster was pretty beautiful, though.
The poster is amazing. It's one of my favourite posters.
I've
and
seen people
know.
complaining that it's too busy.
Fuck you.
It's a typical Star Wars poster, though. It just
Yeah.
looks like all the others. It's great.
Yeah,
beautiful.
but people complaining that like the other Star Wars all have like 6 or 7 characters on it. This one's got like 14 or something stupid.
Well,
So
people can
7 of them are Jar Jar?
suck a duck.
That's the other poster, Ross.
Oh, right. Okay, I thought it was the real one.
You look at the wrong one.
That's the only one I've seen.
That's the better one. Stick with that one.
It's got a Death Star on it.
It does have a Death
Oh,
Star
spoilers!
You've seen a poster.
on it. You dick.
I'm on about for people listening.
Well, they
Who
can't.
hasn't
haven't
seen the poster? Everyone's seen that
It's all
poster.
over Facebook. If you've not seen the poster, then you're blind and you're not going to be that fussed about seeing the film anyway.
And it might not be a Death Star.
It's not called a Death Star, I don't think. Anyway,
It's Death
No,
Star
it's-
2.0.
The Deaf Sun.
Fuck you.
The Deaf Rock.
Big floaty spaceship death laser thing.
Look, if you look at it, like they've made the trench massive. Like it looks like an apple core. Almost.
If you look at it, it's fucking Unicron from Transformers.
it's the Apple Corporation in the year 27,000, whatever a year it is.
Basically,
It's
yeah.
in the past, Kevin. It's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It says it at the beginning. How could you get that wrong?
I can't say I'm the biggest Star Wars fan.
Yeah, but everyone knows in a...
I know it's far, far away. I didn't know it was a long time ago.
Anyway, that's Star Wars.
Okay,
Wait.
next up.
28 months later,
Woo!
Danny Boyle may be returning to the franchise, and Alex Garland is currently working on a screenplay. This
Which-
is all good.
it's awesome.
Danny Boyle
And-
may even direct. He said he's not, if fans want it, he's up for it. So,
I mean, fans definitely want it.
oh
but
yeah,
my main problem is, like, they weren't involved with 28 Weeks as much. But 28
It was-
Weeks was still a great sequel to it. Like, I really enjoyed 28 Weeks.
he was creative producer or something, when he still had a hand in the film. I don't think he had actually any say. I think he was just there.
Do you think it will follow Cillian Murphy again?
No, I'd like to see new characters.
Yeah, definitely new characters.
Another story. There's no need to carry on. But yeah,
I want to be in it.
Yeah, I'm in it.
I can now confirm that I am also in 28 Months Later.
28 weeks later, out of life.
Hang on a minute. Wasn't... Oh, no, never mind. Carry on.
Anyway, carrying
Well,
on.
28 weeks later, another film.
28
very-
weeks later was the sequel. They're now talking about 28 months.
There was also a film called 28 Days with Sandra Bullock about her going to rehab.
There's also
film.
a film called 30 Days a Night.
There's also 500 Days of Summer, if we're going to be talking about films with days in the title. Anyway, and lastly,
There's also a film called Highlander.
Yep. 50 men inside some Hungarian woman, a movie that I watched.
there's also...
There's also a movie called The Human Centipede.
Yeah, there's also a movie called Star Wars. Anyone else got any movies they know?
10,000
I'm
BC.
That's got numbers in it.
Yeah, it's got 10,000.
Ice Age
And
3.
lastly-
District 9. District 9.
This one.
Wall-E.
Correct.
Sorry, Wall-E.
What's the premise of that?
Oh my god.
Right, okay, let's move on.
And finally, paranormal activity Ghost Dimension is being boycotted by US cinemas. Apparently, many American cinemas have dropped the film due to Paramount Pictures' plans to release... But yeah, I put a lot of P's in that sentence. Plans to release it on streaming and home release just 17 days later after its cinema run.
Which is great, because then I don't have to fucking go to cinemas to watch it.
Now, I thought I'd bring that up because Kevin's just watched a film that was on the cinema and Netflix at the same time.
Yep.
Ah, the
Beast
Netflix
of
movie.
No Nation, which I have to say is my film of the year. If you guys got Netflix, you've seriously got to go watch that film.
It is on my to-watch list. I'm hearing a lot of...
Stick it on top, honestly. It's got such a powerful story.
Although someone did ruin something that happened in it, and I really don't know if I could be okay with watching
Why don't
that.
you ruin that for our listeners now?
I won't, because it's really dark stuff, and I don't know if I'll be able to watch that.
It's a really, really dark
Kev knows what I'm on about with it. Like,
I think there's a lot of moments.
Oh, is
like
it?
Scott in it, yeah.
Basically, it involves children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the whole premise of it is about child soldiers in Africa.
Yeah, but
So-
Kev, I'm trying to beat around the bush here, but I think
No, it's advertised on Netflix as that. It's not like you're gonna not see that.
no, but you know the bit I'm on about with the things.
There's a number of things that go wrong.
I'll tell you about it after the show.
Okay, you
Basically,
tell me.
there's a bit in it that's really bad, apparently. So
It sounds it.
But how do we feel about simultaneous cinema and streaming release?
I
Something
encourage
so
it.
short.
I encourage it.
So do I.
I encourage it, but is it financially viable for the companies? Because are people then going to go out to the cinema chains to watch it? If there's a delay, like there is with was it
Paranormal
Activity?
TV.
So there's 17 days from it leaving
I think that's
the cinema.
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
think
So do
that's
I.
a fine. I think people will pay money at the cinema to see it that earlier.
It's like Kev said earlier. Like, people pay for convenience. People pay for having it early. Like, that's what it is. You'll be going to see it early in an environment that is fit for it, to have all the setup, the sound. So if you watch it at home, it's going to be a different experience. So you will be paying for that experience of going to cinema, which is kind of where cinema needs to go. It's the same with blockbusters. Say you release a blockbuster digitally, you're not going to have the same experience. So you're going to want to go to cinema for that experience, and you won't get IMAX at home. So say you want to go or 3D at home. So you know what I mean? The argument is there.
See, now if they was releasing Star Wars at the cinema and Star Wars at home, I'd go to the cinema to watch it because that's the film I would go to the cinema to see regardless.
Exactly, it's a
Paranormal
blockbuster.
Activity, I couldn't give a flying fuck
I don't think
about
any-
going to the cinema to see it, but might watch it if it was on the TV at home.
Yeah.
So, I think it's film dependent.
Yeah, I think 17 days is long enough between being in the cinema.
I'd
and-
say
I mean,
14 days. Like, 2 weeks is long enough.
Yeah,
I think I know why 17 days is. 17 days is so they can get the second week box office in.
yeah.
Probably. And I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm pretty sure that Paramount Pictures is still giving some profits of the streaming to the cinema chains as well. So it's not like they're losing out.
Ah.
But of the 3,000 that were originally planned to show it, only 2,400 are, and that's possibly set to drop further depending on how the rest of the cinema chains feel.
I'm guessing it's smaller chains that are chucking it out because their livelihoods very much depend on all those movies going through their cinemas, don't they? Whereas I suppose the bigger named companies can deal with that sort of drop off.
Well, how does it work, right? Because if my understanding are you don't pay for the movie anymore. The cinema chains don't pay for the movie. It's all sheer box office, isn't it?
Yeah.
You show a
I
movie,
don't
then
know
it's
enough.
split.
It's a 50-50
Yeah.
split. Ideally. I mean, I know there was a
Yeah.
lot of controversy that didn't get picked up in the mainstream about the Avengers Age of Ultron was taking a 70-30 split or something. But,
So,
Yeah,
But
but 70-30
why-
split of a billion's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did it hit a billion? I'm sure it did.
it broke $1 billion, yeah.
yeah, but see the thing is, so I don't see what the risk is to the cinemas why they're not showing it because you're not any additional.
I think it's principle. It's a new way of marketing. It's a new way of thingy, and I think people are scared of it.
I think that's exactly it. I think they're saying, no, I'm not going to show that I'm alright.
We're not embracing change.
Yeah.
We're creatures of habit. We don't like change, apparently.
Yeah.
Except everyone from my generation and younger have grown up with streaming, grown up with screens. It's the way it's going to be.
Yeah, well, you should stop playing with your Action Man and do something with your life. God.
I do something with my life. I have a radio show coming up which is tackling this exact topic of streaming versus cinema on radio. December, real
Is this
radio.
a plug we allow in this?
This is it's the second time he's plugged it.
No, I
Can
plugged
say,
one or
right,
two
I think the
before.
entire time that he's plugging this, right, we should just like play like a beep sound or just
Yeah.
beep out like every second word.
Yeah.
So you can hear that on my radio show on Radio Beep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so happening.
And then people wonder why we're beeping it out until they get to this point in the podcast.
We're
Yeah,
moving on to the plugs now, are we?
we are moving on
Yeah.
to plug.
No, but actually we've got someone who has
A game changer.
yeah, we have. Yeah, there was no more news then. No, I take it.
No.
Alright.
Ratchet and Clank's
That's right.
getting a film. You lot thought the trailer was shit, and I quite liked it. That was literally the last thing on my
That's
list.
all we need to say about it. Trailer was
Right.
shit.
Trailer
Okay.
was shit. But yeah.
Right, well, Ollie Thompson Smith, who I met episode 300, is a lovely guy.
We did
is
meet
set
him.
in his Game Changer, and it's all about the beautiful Final Fantasy IX.
Now, with all the fanfare surrounding the remake of Final Fantasy VII and the cult-like love that both Final Fantasy VI and 8 receive, it's often easy to overlook the other PlayStation 1 era Final Fantasy game, but to me is always going to be the best. That's Final Fantasy IX. From its setting to its music, the story and characters, Final Fantasy IX for me just delivered on every front and provided that quintessential Final Fantasy experience that all Final Fantasy fans are after. Now, my family had always been a Nintendo household, with my earliest video gaming memory being my earliest ever memory full stop, playing Super Mario World alongside my dad and granddad when I was just 2 years old. I mean, I was loyal to Nintendo. Nintendo gamer through and through. Wouldn't even consider the other consoles. Who needs Sonic and Crash when I had Mario and Donkey Kong? However, after watching a friend play Final Fantasy IX at the age of 10 and seeing those amazing cutscenes that in part still hold up to this day, I was hooked. The opening sweeping shots of Alexandria, that Bahamut fight with the Great Alexander, and just Odin wreaking havoc on Claire and its inhabitants. The scenes captured my imagination. Then, when I got the PS1 and game for my birthday, I discovered the characters, the stories, and the challenges that they faced. And when you got the heroes of Dan, remember the Great Tantalus looking to find his real home. You have Vivi, one of the most iconic Final Fantasy characters ever created, the Black Mage, learning to discover what he really is. You got the strong-willed Garnet trying to resolve her mother's actions and do what's best for the kingdom she's soon to lead, and I could easily go on and on here. But moving to the music, its soundtrack is one I still find myself whistling and humming along today. And you got the dark melodies of You're Not Alone, the vocals and melodies of Life, and my personal favourite, the quiet but elegant piano in Rose of May. This game just had it all for me. And it still does now in the HD generations. I mean, with the game installed on my Vita, I can always hop in and play it whenever I can do, and with each year that passes, I always complete another run that finds all the secrets, collects all the weapons, and kicks Necron's ass again. Now, to others it may have its flaws. They may dislike the medieval and fantasy period setting compared to 7 and 8's hyper-modern visuals. Or maybe Kuja isn't as strong a villain as Sethros clearly is. And the battle system may feel archaic to anybody new trying the game. But to me it's perfect, and it'll always be perfect, and set me on my path of role-playing game love that I just continue to develop to this day.
Well, cheers, Ollie. And remember, you can always send your Game Changer in to podcast@outoflives.net. It's just 3 minutes talking about your favourite
Final
game.
Fantasy
One
8's
game.
better. Final Fantasy
One
8's
game.
better. Final Fantasy 8's better.
Final Fantasy 7's better, but
No.
it's
Final Fantasy shit.
Well, recently it's been shit.
and on that note,
We've also got one bit of feedback just to say it's a competition. Ryan Davis has emailed in just to say, with the meteoric increase in indie games in the last few years, I'm curious, what do you all think is the best indie, or have been the best indie games? We don't have Lucy on, she would be the perfect person for this.
Well, I wrote a piece that you'll find on indiemarathon.com about Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, which was an absolutely amazing game. If you've not played that, you should go back and play it for sure.
Oh, definitely.
there's a really nice Indian at the bottom of my road. Does a wicked korma.
I have to try that. And I think mine, probably Octodad. I absolutely love that game. Fantastic.
Which would you consider Shadow Complex indie?
It's a Microsoft Studio game, so no.
Yeah, my favourite indie would be Destiny.
Yeah,
Favorite indie game? Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
that's a lot of shit.
I don't
that
actually know
game.
what my favourite indie game would be.
No, it's too difficult to say, and I played so many. Although I do really enjoy Quest of Dungeons, so right now I'll go with Quest of Dungeons.
I like indie games that are short and sweet. Couple of hours, blast through it, nice little story, sorted.
Awesome. Moving. So that's it. That's it for our show, guys.
Oh no, I was going to say he's given us a giveaway though.
Oh.
So Ryan actually works for a team who recently released a game called Black and White Bushido, and if you read our blogs, Lee Chesanavage or Lee Little Mentor, whatever you want to say.
Well, sorry, how do you pronounce his surname?
Chesanavage.
Chesanavage.
I've been calling him Chestnut Lavage.
He's not French.
Chesanavage it is, yeah.
Chestnut Lavage sounds better. It sounds posher. Hi, my name's Lee Chestnut Lavage.
Chestnut Lavage.
Well, anyway, it was his game of show at EGX. He absolutely loved it. But anyway, so this Black and White Bushido, we've got a Steam code for a lucky listener to give away. And Ryan asks, who is the best ninja of all time and why? And all you have to do is email podcast@outoflives.net, and I have to pick the winner.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Boss he trusts.
I thought I was the only one that's seen that.
I love that movie.
Beverly Hills Ninja. It was awful.
It was
I've
amazing.
never even heard of that.
You got to go back and watch it.
Well, anyway, cheers, Ryan, and the guys from Black and White Bushido, who I can't remember the name of the studio now, but fair enough.
Awesome. Okay, right, that wraps up our show. We've had a very long episode this week. Hopefully it gets cut down in the edit.
I'm in so much trouble.
But this is the part of the show where we plug and we hug. We hug. We plug and we hug. So, Ross, you got anything to plug?
On the Out of Lives YouTube page this week, a video went up, which is a charity video, and Rick Crossley got to speak to Special Effects, and it's all about disabled gaming, and it's an absolute brilliant video. So if you can, go and check it out, and check out specialeffect.org. They're just a brilliant charity helping disabled gamers get back in through fantastic technology and everything else. It's great. Also, we've got a new blogger on the website, and the blog is called Metacritic. Not Meta, just Metacritic. This podcast has gone on for too long. I actually can't speak anymore because it's gone on for too long. This is like the spoiler cast all over again, where my brain just exploded. So anyway, go and check out Metacritic on the outoflives.net webpage. It's a very, very good read. He's got 2 blogs up there, and the last one was the top 5 sport movies. It's a really interesting read.
Isn't Metacritic the name of a website? Like, are we not going to get in trouble for that?
No.
That's Metacritic.
Yeah, this is Meti Cricket.
This is Meta.
I say cricket now, fucking hell.
Nothing to do with cricket.
Dave, anything to plug?
I was going to plug a charity that I'd made up, but now Ross has actually plugged a real one. I feel really bad. So I'm just going to
do the same thing.
So I'm just going to say no.
Okay.
I'm good.
Alright. And then what about you, Kev?
Just find me on Twitter @Don'tShootTarny. Follow me, please.
Awesome. Yeah, and myself, you can follow me @Scott794. And like I said briefly in the show, there's Warden Truman and the Real Radio. There are 2 live broadcasts going out in December. And it would be great if you checked them out. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next week, because we are Out of Lives.
Ciao.
Just so I don't think I've ever laughed so much on a podcast in my life. Usually I'm dead serious. I never laugh like this, honestly. Oh God, I'm actually crying. I just say like that. So Kev, and he's like, "Oh, surprise, I'm still playing Destiny." My just still smells.